All right, we got somebody. Cage S, what's going on, brother? Shalom, shalom. Welcome to the show. Who knows? All right, welcome everyone. Let's go ahead and get started. And we're live. Okay, Giselle Brooks, welcome, shalom, shalom. This is your host, Brian Anthony, with Beyond Babbitt, reporting for duty. Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, reporting for duty. Good morning, good Monday morning, Sterling Nutrition. Shalom, shalom. Well, guys, as you can see, what I titled this thing, CT Rock, what's going on? Yeah, I didn't think this one was going to be long, so I was going to go ahead and get started. But welcome, everybody. Mandy L, shalom, shalom. Welcome to the show. We can say shalom. We can say shalom. We can say salam. King Management, what's going on? Blessings, blessings, peace and blessings. Shalom, shalom. We can say shalom. Like we can, there's a lot of different ways to say that, but it's all peace. It's all greetings. It's all goodbye, and it's all peace, and it's all love. Welcome, everybody. So, as this thing is titled, right? As this video is titled, Signs in the Heavens, or a sign in the heavens. As you may know, we had the harvest moon this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and I even saw it Sunday. It was a lot of crazy things. That moon must have sent out some amazing vibrations or some kind of vibrations. It had things going crazy, people acting different, a lot of things acting different. It's like it hypnotized a lot of people. The harvest moon. Good morning, Brenda Anthony. Shalom, shalom. Or maybe actually here is good afternoon now, a little after 12, but peace and blessings. So that harvest moon, the Bible speaks about it in Revelation, in the book of Revelation. It speaks about it in G-Dog, what's going on? It speaks about it in Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, I believe in Daniel and Isaiah and Ezekiel. We got a sign in the heavens. Daniel, we got a sign in the heavens. We had a sign in the heavens. It signified something. So let's go ahead and get into it. With that moon, so much stuff happened over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The harvest moon is what they call it. So stocks opened this morning down. Okay. All right, G-Dog. Glad you could join it, man. Glad you can join us. Gold and silver going up. They're trying to fight it. They're trying to beat it back down. But the reason is because all the headlines, all the newspapers, all the media outlets have already reported that the Saudi Arabian oil field was bombed or set on fire or something. It's one of the biggest oil fields in the world. Set on fire. The fire is tremendous, horrendous. And price of oil is going to skyrocket. The price of gasoline is going to skyrocket. They're blaming it on the Houthis. And the Houthis are saying it's not over. They're saying they're going to do more. They are agents of Iran. So this is the Islamic war between the Shiites and the Sunnis. Iran and Saudi Arabia started with the sign in the heavens. So what all the magazines and newspapers and internet and television is reporting, and radio is all saying locked and loaded. Trump tweeted out something that we're locked and loaded to respond to whoever set Saudi's oil fire, the fires in the oil fields, or whoever bombed it. They said it was like 10 drones who were shooting at it, or I don't know what they were shooting, bombs, guns, or flamethrower, that managed to send it up in smoke. And these were supposed to be Iranian made or or Iranian modified. Locked and loaded. I know that's right, G-Dog. I've been watching you, bro. You locked and loaded with a lot of things around there. So this thing is significant. It's really significant. So we're witnessing now is the collapse. They had to have something to blame it on. On top of that, most countries, most nations around the world are doing major military drills right now. Most of them are doing military drills right now. So not only is Trump locked and loaded, not only is the U.S. military locked and loaded, the world is locked and loaded. The harvest moon was a sign, was an omen. So, CT Rock, that is going to do it. We're right on time. They have to destroy the currency. They have to bring in the New World and the anti. And this is how it's all been orchestrated. Instead of just letting it fall, and they have something or someone to point the finger at. And this is it. Yeah, G-Dog, we should be praying constantly now, because it's going to get worse, because so many people are unprepared. These people that you see every day that are your friends right now, that are your family right now, when this thing happens suddenly, they're not going to be your friends anymore. They're not going to be your family anymore. They're going to look at you as their next meal. The things you have, that you prepped for, that you saved for, they need those things as well. They have to figure out a way to get them from you. I mean, you may share, but they may get greedy. They may need it more than you need it. Even though you're the one who paid for it, spent time prepping for it or whatever, they need it. Yeah. And I believe the Giselle Brooks, good. You brought that up. It says, did you see the article that came out 2 days ago about 70 nations of different faiths coming together and Israel having an animal sacrifice at the third temple? Wow. I didn't know about the animal sacrifice. I did know that the Pope had invited so many different people. If you listen to my last 2 Shabbat services, we were talking about that. I said services, and that's different, because somebody left me a message and said they like my sermons. I didn't know I was doing sermons. And really, I didn't know I was doing a service. I just thought I was doing shows. But yeah, so yeah, the Pope has invited all these nations together. The ecumenicalism. CT Rock, brother, I'm a little disappointed in you, man. You know I love you, but check it out. You said this means it's time to start stocking up supplies. Brother, we should have been doing this for a whole year now. Look like I'm finna start buffering. Shalom, Robin Williams. Yah is in control. Don't fear. Yeah, you're right, Brenda Anthony. Yah is in control, but he's also giving us instructions. One of the main things he told us in these end times to be watching for, the signs in the heavens. That's what he told us to be watching for. That's why I named this video that. And he also told us when to flee. He didn't say there was going to be a rapture. He didn't say he was going to come and get us out of here. He told us to come out of her. It's several places. This is the stuff we've been going over. He told us when to come out of her. That's right, G-Dog. He told us in Revelation. He told us in 2 Corinthians chapter 6. He told us in Matthew 24, Luke 21, Mark 13. We have to go. Yeah, we don't fear, because he already gave us instructions on what to do, but we have to do it. Yes, Giselle Brooks, the one world government ran by the Pope. Man, y'all are on it. I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm so proud of y'all. Appreciate it, man. CT Rock, man, let's get on board, brother. We should have been prepping, and we should have been getting prepared a whole year now, almost a year. So now we got very little time. Now the whole world is panicked. Hurricanes and everything. Amen, Giselle Brooks. Hurricanes, tropical storms, and all this other stuff is going to have everybody trying to go and prep at the same time. You don't want to be in that traffic. You don't want to be in that crowd. We should already be ahead of them, in front of them, because God revealed it to us first. We got the word first. A lot of people sat on it, didn't do anything. It's not too late. It's just making it a little tougher. It's a little tougher. So we all believe in Yah, because that's what this channel, we all believe in God. We all believe in Yah. We should. the Most High and Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. We all believe in that. So we know that he's in control, but we got to do something too. It's not on him. All right, CT Rock, man, I'm glad, man. Let everybody know that, you know what I'm saying, that you already ready and they should be getting ready too. And if they haven't, or if they've done a little, it's time to speed it up. Just pep it up. So we have gotten our instructions from the Bible. That's right, G-Dog. You have to act. You can't just sit on it. That's what pork chop pastor how you do. Oh, don't worry about nothing. Just come every Sunday and pay your tithes. And you're going to get raptured out. Don't worry about nothing. No, it ain't about worrying. Because he already told us. He wouldn't have put this information in the book if he didn't want us to know about it. So we know about it. We're aware. He told us what to do. He told us what was coming. He told us the end. He told us how it's going to play out. I'm just telling us that the time is now. All the stuff that we saw in there, that we see in there, it's not for a future date anymore. It's now, going forward. So hopefully, I'm out here. It's hot, guys. This morning, and then it went down to like 78, and now it's back up. They're saying we're supposed to get up to 97 today. So I'm trying to do this show. I went where I had a stronger signal. I was trying to use Wi-Fi. I was in McDonald's working on a computer using Wi-Fi. It just wasn't working. It just wasn't strong enough. So I had to come out here, and it's strong enough. So guys, we already know what Yah told us, what God told us to do. It's up to us to do it. We have to keep his commandments. He didn't just tell us all this for us to just be shaking our head and be like, okay, all right, thank you. Now we're going to go do what we want to do. No, that's not how it works. Now that you know the truth, you got to walk in it. This Bible talks about how you should, once you see the light, you have to walk in the light, lest darkness overtake you. Yeah, so once he done already instructed you and you know what to do, you got to do it. Other than that, what good is it to know? Why would he let you know in advance through prophecy and you know, just why would he tell you in advance if it's not going to do you any good? If you're going to be at the same pace as everybody else who didn't know, who wasn't even seeking. See what I'm saying? That's why we knew in advance. That's why we should have been preparing in advance. And we know he's going to protect us, but we got to do what he said do. Because that's why when he said come out of her, he said in the book of Revelations, he was like, so that you don't partake in her sins, so that you don't receive of her plagues. In other words, if you partake in her sins, you will you will partake. If you partake in her sins, you will receive of the plagues, in other words. So this is what we know. Let's operate on what we know now. We walk by faith, not by sight. He told us it was going to be signs in the heavens, the stars, moon, and the sun. These things signify something. That moon, that harvest moon, it signified something. All right, G-Dog. Thumbs up. All right, man. We there, man. So there's no fear. We just know when we see certain things what to do next. All right, Brenda Anthony. Bless you. Bless you. Beyond prepared. I know that's right. So now we have to do, stay prayed up. Might be time, if we haven't been fasting, I know it's been a while since I fasted. A few months. If not, it may be even a year. Probably it's time to do that again. We may need more instruction. We may need more breakthroughs. Not only that, I'm still trying to come out. Now I'm just keep going through the word, getting new revelations. And I found, I was gonna like working on, I was like, yeah, let me get some land and get out of the city and all this. But I'm a single man. I'm not married, right? And just so happened that I read in the Book of Mormon and the Book of Nephi a similar situation where they were finna take off, and God told them, either God or the angel told them, don't go yet until your sons are married, till they got wives. And I was like, you know what? That's right. He said, don't go into the wilderness yet till your sons got wives. Because just like Abraham didn't want his servant to pick a wife for his son, amongst where they were, they was like, nah, don't get none of these women. You go. Same thing could be, you can get out in the wilderness, and the pickings for women that are worthy would be so slim, you might end up with a piece of trash that you could have got in Babylon. So right now it's probably time to. I'm still preparing. I'm still praying. Like I said, I need to fast because I can get a breakthrough and make things happen a lot faster because things are speeding up, and more people are having dreams of the destruction of Babylon, of the destruction of. They're saying places like New York, California. Pray about it. If you're in those areas, you know people in those areas because I do. I do. And I know people who are desiring to move to those areas. Why? It's not because they want to get closer to Yah. It's because of financial opportunities. I mean, you can look at that as a double-edged sword. Like, the love of money is the root of all evil. But in those places. Good day, amazing Canadian for show. Shalom and God bless. Glad you can join us. But in those places, I mean, there are opportunities, but you got to take the good with the bad. I mean, is it worth it? To me, it's not. And I'm setting up a trip now. Me and some others, setting up a trip now to go to California. Fantastic about that. But yeah, I guess I got to pray about that more as well. But I mean, it's business and pleasure and vacation all rolled in one. I'm not enthusiastic about that. My spirit just. New York and California, there's a lot of things going on that doesn't agree with my spirit. Like I said, I'm focused on what's coming. That harvest moon was a sign. I had already been saying about September. Remember September. And I had been saying that September 11th is great for these people, these occult people. So now, not the 11th, but the 13th was it the 13th? Friday the 13th when that thing showed up, that moon, and it continued throughout the whole weekend. And things are happening, guys, quickly. Yeah, G-Dog, yeah. So things are happening quickly. We have to do, okay. We have to do what we can. We want to stay in God's will and Yah's will. We want to warn everybody we can, friends and family. Everybody's not coming out with us. Some people may think we're crazy. Phoenix, Arizona, I might do that. I don't know. I like Phoenix though. I like Phoenix. California is okay. It's just a feeling I get. And New York State, I've been all over New York State. I've never been to New York City. I've been all over California, never been to Los Angeles. And actually, that's where we're planning on going this summer. Yeah, definitely Sterling Nutrition. Things have changed in Cali, yeah. And so with that said, guys, there was an explosion. I don't know if I think it was today, at a facility in Russia that contains different viruses and all this type of stuff. There was an explosion. You think that's an accident, or you think the big one has already started? The big World Party 3 has already gotten kicked off. I mean, you got the oil fields in Saudi Arabia that are burning, and people are saying it's not over. We're gonna do some more. We're gonna set more of it on fire, blow up some more of it. The big explosion in Russia. All the military is doing military drills, and the military drills are active and getting larger and larger. The harvest moon was a sign, guys. Things are gonna move a lot quicker. So we have to, as much as we can, come out of her, follow the commandments, the laws of Yah. Be like Him. Be like the Most High. And the system is going to fall apart. But some people are going to stay in the system until it does, and they're going to be, because if you stay in it till the end, then you're going to be forced to take the mark, or you're going to be beheaded. The Bible specifically says that. Yeah, either you're going to take it or you're going to be beheaded. But if you come out of her, maybe you won't even have to face that same situation, because your whole you're going to be secluded. You're going to be maybe excluded from that. But that's up to us. We got to move. We just can't be like, oh, well, I do it when I see this, or I do it when I see. No, no, no. When the Spirit speaks, when the Spirit shows you these signs, we have to move on it. We have to pray about it. We have to move on it. So a lot of things are happening, and it's not going to slow up. It's not going to turn back. These things are going to be the new norm. It's a reality. What else can I think of that's going on right now? I also heard something. They said leprosy and typhoid is on the rise in California. That's some scary stuff, man. Leprosy? Like, wow. They're saying that rodents are basically all over the world. The rodents are running over cities, you know. Maybe it's because of the floods. Who knows what it is? Yeah, but things are starting to happen at a faster pace. It's getting more serious. We need to get more serious. We need to get with like-minded people and make our moves, man. It's not about talking about it. Oh, yeah, when this happens, I'm going to do this. Or when this happens, I'm going to start getting ready. No. Really, you want to be already in place by the time this stuff happens. You don't want to wait till, oh, well, once I see that they close all the Walmarts and the FEMA say they're going to start rounding up people, then I'll call everybody and I'll tell them, well, let's get ready and go. No. By the time they do all that, you need to be in position already. If not, you're late. And it's probably not going to work out like you think. He said the word will be reminded who we are soon. Yeah, I know that's right. But at the same time, it's going to be a world party. The whole world is unprepared for what's coming. The pole shifts, the AI, the alien intelligence, the robots, the demons, fallen angels, all this stuff is going to be unleashed. The weather wars and the chaotic weather. It's going to be more storms. It's going to be, oh man. The Bible speaks about men's heart shall fail them for fear, for looking at the things which are coming upon the earth. And unfortunately, a lot of people were lied to thinking, oh, don't worry about it. You're not going to be here. Yeah, you're going to be here unless you die before that. It's not going to be a rapture, guys. So this is what we're looking at. This is the reality of it. So if you haven't been praying, it's time to do that. If you haven't been fasting, it's time to do that. And like I said, I'm talking to myself as well. Yeah, I'm just looking over here at this truck. I was making sure it wasn't a FEMA truck. What is this? All right. Well, we can't afford to quit now. But another thing that this moon brought out, which I forgot to mention. Now, are you ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Hold on to your hats. This may blow it off. Hold on to your socks. This may blow them off. The blue helmets. The United Nations has accused the United States of war crimes. The United Nations has accused the United States of war crimes in Syria. I told you they were coming, guys. I told you they were coming. Just as Beto is saying, yeah, we're going to take your AK-47, we're going to take your AR-15s. Yeah, he said that. Beto. The Democrats are coming for the guns. As soon as they get them, the United Nations is coming for the citizens. They have accused the United States. I wish we could take them all out. G-Dog. That's a lot. That's a lot. So like I had suspected earlier, the Pope is in with the United Nations. China is in with the United Nations. I'm pretty soon President O will be with them as well. And they're going to try to feast on the American citizens. I mean, there's no freedom of speech, no freedom, no right to bear arms, stuff like this. Yeah. It's a control grid. And America's not going for it. So therefore, they're all going to have to force us to surrender, to submit. Under the threat of a gun or a knife or whatever. Under the threat of death. And then also in that New World Order. Good afternoon, Kevin Scott. Also in that Nouveau Ordo Seclorum, there is no right to worship a god. There is no right to worship a god until the anti shows up. He's gonna tell everybody, worship me. What's up, low key T? He's gonna say, I'm the God of your fathers. So this stuff is speeding up. Stuff is speeding up. So the harvest moon was a harbinger. We're locked and loaded. That's what he said. We're not done. That's what they said. You guys did war crimes. That's what they said. Fifth World, how's it going? Shalom, shalom. Welcome to the show. So that's what we're facing, guys. It's a lot, isn't it? All this is since Friday the 13th. Didn't I tell y'all the number 13 is the number of rebellion? You're welcome, Fifth World. It's all coming. It's all coming to a head quickly. Will there be a place to hide? I don't know. Will you be raptured out? No. It is what it is, guys. Will you be forced to do things you never thought you'd do? I can't answer that. Are you willing? What are you doing about it? Is this a time for fear? No, not yet. A little fear is healthy. Keeps you on your toes. But fear God. Fear God. Right, G-Dog? I agree. I had to do that a lot, man. Since we moved a lot as a kid, G-Dog said the way to get rid of a bully is to punch him in the face. You're right. We moved a lot. And when you're the new kid, they're going to pick on you. They're going to jump on you. You punch them in the face. It doesn't matter how many of them it is. You stand up to them. Instead of them wanting to be your enemy, they're going to want to be your friend. They're going to be like, this guy's crazy. This guy's tough. Let's be their friends. Okay. So, really, guys, that's pretty much all I had for right now. Hope I didn't drop the bomb too heavy on you. But the harbinger went up in the sky. They're coming. They're coming for your First Amendment. They're coming for your Second Amendment. They're coming for your soul. They're coming for all your freedom. They're coming for your thoughts, your mind. Because you know what they said. They made an announcement this year, our government, that everyone who doesn't follow the official story is a terrorist. Those are the new terrorists. Everyone, all the truth finders and truth seekers and truthers, you're the new terrorists. We are the new terrorists. Kingdom is open to those with a pure heart. You're right, Fifth World. You're right about that. So what are we going to do about it, guys? We're going to sit here and keep talking about it, or we're going to be like, oh, ain't nothing going to happen. Ain't nothing going to happen. I believe it when I see it. Or we're going to start making some serious preparation, some serious plans, and putting it in effect. Are we going to be ready by the time the storm gets here? Or are we still going to be trying to nail the window shut when the storm shows up? G-Dog say, you ready, man. G-Dog, you're a former Marine, too. Well, I can't say former because a Marine is always a Marine from what I understand. Appreciate that, the Fifth World. Yes, definitely appreciate that. So, all right, Mr. and Mrs. Trustle, appreciate the $5. I definitely appreciate it. I needed that. So what are we gonna do, guys? One shot, one kill. All right, sounds good to me. Now you guys know we're gonna be outnumbered. We're gonna be outnumbered. Russia's coming, China's coming, the United Nations is coming. They're still trying to open the borders to let all the immigrants come. This thing's gonna get tough, guys. We have to move like right now. Dark Wolf, what's going on? Shalom, shalom. Rodney McCray, all right. Be ready for anything before January. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We better be ready for anything before the rest of this month, because they plan to have this thing. Because you know what happens in 2020, right? January the 1st. The new driver's license, facial recognition, bio. It uses a lot of different things. You can't go into a federal building without it. You can't fly on a flight without it. And so I know that's right. God has our back because we follow him. That's right. And he's giving us instructions. It's up to us whether we're going to follow him or not. Follow the instructions or suffer the consequences. And with that said, guys, I got to go. But if I come across more information, I will come back. Love y'all, man. Love all y'all. Think about what I said. Spread the news. Get prepared. Do something. Do something. We know what he said. We know what they said. We know what's going on. We know in advance. So if you know this far in advance and you do nothing, blood is on your hands. In Arlington? All right. Yeah. All right. Arlington, Texas. Right down the street. Anyway, guys. Love y'all, man. Peace and blessings. This is Brian Anthony, your host with Beyond Babbitt. Over and out. Brian Anthony, your host with Beyond Babbitt. Over and out. You're welcome, G-Dog. Have a great day. All right.